I was willing to give the Ducks the benefit of the doubt after last game. Maybe it was just the altitude or something. These kind of games happen. But to come out and repeat the same performance, or maybe even worse, is ducking pathetic. Maybe the Ducks are fighting some sickness in the locker room. At this point, I hope so, because there is no other excuse for what we have been seeing. The first period of this game was actually pretty even though, maybe even a little in the Ducks' favor. They had 2 power play opportunities, but shocker, they didn't score. Who would have thought rimming the puck around the boards wouldn't work? The second is where things started to fall apart. The Ducks were outshot 13-4, and while they managed to kill off 2 Kings power plays, it wasn't pretty. Then came the third, and that's when the wheels truly fell off. They were outshot 19-4, and the Kings took the lead early. LaCombe got caught flat-footed, allowing Kempe to slip one through Dostal's 5-hole. Jackson LaCombe made his season debut in this game, with Michikov out due to food poisoning. Unfortunately though, this won't be the last time you hear Comer's name. He had a rough ending to the night. The Ducks got another power play opportunity. Nope, now 0 for 17. They tried switching up the power play lines in this one, but it's still not working. It's the same thing, predictable zone entries, and when they do get set up, it's stationary with no creativity. The Kings tacked on another goal, courtesy of a LaCombe assist. I think that one was even better than Fowler's. The Ducks managed to give fans a glimmer of hope. Zellweger pinched, Vetrano moved the puck to Terry, and he found Strome for a beautiful shot pass tip-in. But in typical Ducks fashion, just when they give you hope, it's obliterated, as the Kings scored 2 empty netters and won 4-1. And it would have been worse if not for Dostal. He stopped a number of breakaways. He once again gave them a chance to win. Even with the shot total being so low, the Ducks had enough chances to win. This wasn't even a Freeway Faceoff game. There was no fight at all. The only semi-scrum came with like 2 minutes left. No one tried to set the tone. There was no fireworks, no nothing. Really disappointing. Again, the main thing giving me hope right now for the rest of the season is that maybe the team is fighting some sickness in the locker room. LaCombe started the season sick, and with how close everyone is, it would be hard for no one else to catch it. We're only 5 games into the season, sitting at 2-2-1, and honestly, if you told me that would be our record to start the year, I'd probably be happy. But did I expect the compete level to be there almost every game? Yes. Did I think Dostal or eventually Gibson would have to stand on their heads every night just to give us a chance? No. Did I think we'd have a power play goal by now? Yes. There are so many things I would have thought would have happened, and yet here we are. I know a lot of people are on the fire Cronin train, but that's not happening. If Verbeek fires Cronin now, it reflects poorly on him. Plus, ownership doesn't want to pay for 2 head coaches. That said, Cronin's post-game presser didn't inspire much confidence. He says he doesn't know why the team isn't skating. Sure, some of that falls on the players, but it's also on him to have the boys ready. He may have already lost the locker room, and if that's the case, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Again though, maybe the team is sick and can't breathe, because that's the only out I see for Crow right now. Line changes have to happen. Leave the third line alone, because it's the only one working. The fourth line was solid too before Lundstrom got hurt, but the top 2 lines need to be shuffled yesterday. We changed the power play units, so why not adjust the forward lines? This was the same issue we saw with Cronin last year. He struggles to make in-game adjustments, and is generally slow to make decisions. Honestly, there's not much else to say. It looks like the same old shit from last season for the most part. Maybe a slight improvement at 5-on-5, but the special teams are so much worse it cancels it out. Something needs to change, and I better be hearing about a bag skate today at practice, if the boys are healthy. If the boys don't want to skate during the game, who cares if they're tired for the next one? I skated harder on the ice than they did last night. Let's hope for a bounce-back performance against the San Jose Sharks tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you to our members. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and go Ducks!
If our whole team personified the way he plays the game, which is 120%, we'd be undefeated.